the KB Shimmer Birthstone collection to show you guys today. This collection was available to order on New Year's Eve, and I saw that on Instagram and literally patiently waited to purchase it on my phone New Year's Eve and purchased the entire collection. And I had seen photos of these on Instagram, on KB Shimmer's Instagram, which I will also link down below, and like a week before, and absolutely knew that I wanted to get all of them because they were just the most gorgeous, sparkly, amazing nail polishes ever. And then Jess and Holly did their swatch videos and posted their photos on Instagram, and I knew again that I needed all of them. So I purchased the entire collection. As of right now, you can purchase the entire collection as a whole for $100 off of KB Shimmer's website, or you can get them individually for $8.75, which is totally reasonably priced for nail polish. Your standard drugstore nail polish is going to, like your mainstream drugstore nail polish is going to cost between $7 and $10. So $8.75 for a hand mixed product and personally made product, I think is totally worth it. KB Shimmer also shipped out very quickly, and their shipping was very fast. So I got my nail polishes probably around like the 3rd or 4th, I want to say. It got to me really quick, and I actually have already played with these. If you guys follow me on my just main like personal life Instagram or my nail polish Instagram, which I will link both of those down below, you will have seen a rainbow ombre nail that I did, and I again am just absolutely in love with these. Really quick, I'm not going to do live swatches in this video because again, Jess and Holly, I will link their videos down below. You will be able to see them, and I just wanted to keep this video kind of as short as possible because there are a lot of nail polishes to show you guys in this video. Also, I don't know if this came because I ordered the entire collection, or if this is something that they send out often with a certain amount of purchase. I honestly don't know because it didn't say in my package when I opened it, but not only was their shipping really quick, but they sent also a little clutch which says KB Shimmer on it. It's like a nylon material. It's bright pink and it's quite like durable. It came with a bunch of stuff on the inside. It came with a bottle of their fast dry top coat. This is a sample of their oatmeal milk and honey scrub. There is there's like a magnetic business card for them. This is a sample of soap, which KB Shimmer, if you guys didn't know, also makes a lot of body care products. This is a sample of their olive oil lotion. This is a bunch of confetti holiday glitter mix for nail art. They have a nail file on here that says KB Shimmer. It's one of those like just board ones, like it's not like a glass one or anything. And then there is a vanilla mani shot in here, so that was really sweet. They put this in the package as well. Otherwise, now I will get into the review of the actual nail polishes. Again, there are 12 nail polishes in this collection because they are based off of the birthstone, so there's one for every month. The first one is called Garnet, and it is a dark, I would say this is more of a, that fell because this is slippery because I have cuticle oil on my fingers. But anyway, I would say this is more of like a dark brown with a red tone to it than a like garnet red color. Garnets are a really deep almost like a burgundy red color. This one leans more towards like a Coca-Cola brown with a little bit of a red mixed into it, or like kind of like a barbecue sauce reddish brown. All of these have a colored base with a bunch of silver, like sterling silver flakies running through it, as well as a hollow glitter mixed into it. So they're really sparkly on top of a colored base. So yeah, this one is Garnet. It's really gorgeous. This is one of the darker ones, and I actually really liked this one in person. Based off of other people's photos, I didn't know if I was going to quite like this colored base, but I really did like this. Formula wise, this is kind of across the board. These were opaque in 2 thicker coats or 3 thin coats, especially with the darker colors. You can get away with like the 2 thicker coats. The lighter colors, which you'll see later, I did 3 thin coats to get to full opacity, but you can do 2 thin coats, but the sparkle in these definitely kind of cover like any visible nail line that you might come across. So it's not like you would need a ton of nail polish to get this opaque anyway. The next one is Amethyst for February, and this is my brother's birthstone, or my brother was born in February, so Amethyst is his birthstone, and I kind of have always liked amethysts. I like purple stones. I like the color purple, and I was definitely not disappointed by this. This has a really sort of grape purple sort of feel to it. It definitely does look like amethyst, but it has a little bit more of a warm tone than your typical amethyst, at least in my opinion, would have. The sparkle in this lightens it up a little bit, so again, it's not too dark on the nail. It's really, really gorgeous with that sparkle. This is one of those colors that like a Disney princess would have in her dress, if, you know, when she transforms into like a princess at the end of the movie, this is like the color of her dress. So yeah, it's really pretty. This one was opaque in 2 coats, and yeah, I'm not gonna have a ton of like varying opinions on these aside from like little snapshot stories about these colors, because yeah, these are great nail polishes. The next one is called Aquamarine, and this is the birthstone for March. Little fun fact about aquamarines: when I was in like 2nd or 3rd grade, I feel like every girl in my class is like really obsessed with birthstones, and aquamarine is a really beautiful light icy blue color. And like, I was born in the 90s, so when I was in like 2nd and 3rd grade, it was like 1996 and 7, and I feel like that light icy blue was like super popular, especially amongst girls my age, and so I was so jealous that this wasn't my birthstone. But yeah, it's really quite true to the nature of the stone, I think. It definitely gives off a really beautiful icy blue feel to it. This has a little bit of like a seafoam feel to it as well. It's not quite a solid blue. It's a little bit more like an Elsa-y, slightly, there's like a slight turquoise tone to it, but it definitely holds up to like my very fond memory of aquamarines. Also, Holly was saying in her videos that the lighter ones tended to sparkle a little bit more, and I definitely see it, especially with this shade. I feel like the reflection of the flakies inside of the base like comes out like tenfold over some of the dark colors. They're still really really sparkly. Aquamarine and some of the other lighter ones are on a whole other level of sparkly. The next one is for April, and it is Diamond. My mom was born in April, so this is hers, and it's super, super glitzy and super, super sparkly, and this is definitely living up to its name as well. It really does look like crushed diamonds in the bottle. It's a slightly gold tinged silver. I wouldn't say it's a pure silver color. It's got that slight sort of like platinum glitter feel to it, but the hollow glitter that's mixed into this is just like mind-blowingly hollow amongst the silver flakies that are in it, and so it's definitely is like, it looks like crushed diamonds. And like when people say like use the term ice as like a sort of slang term for diamonds, this is kind of how I feel how that is portrayed. This one I for sure use 3 thin coats of to get fully opaque on my nails, but it's like blindingly bright even if you don't do the 3 coats. If you could do 2 coats and have a little bit of nail line showing through, and really you would be the only one to see it because it's so reflective that it's just, you wouldn't, like, no one would notice. The next one is Emerald for May, and I have so many friends that were born in May. Kate was born in May, Sergio was born in May, my friend Patrick was born in May, so emeraldy greens have a lot of like significance to me friend-wise. Emeralds were also another thing that I wished were like my birthstone growing up, just because like it's one of those jewels that is so like coveted. I feel like as a little kid you read about emeralds and like rubies and sapphires and all these things, and like I was so jealous of like people whose birthstone was emeralds. But this one is not quite an emerald green to me. This is definitely more of like a primary green. It's like a St. Patrick's Day green or like a Mardi Gras green. This would be perfect for like a Mardi Gras manicure because it's that really, really like pure Crayola type of green. And I'm just like flashing back to that video that I was like, look at all the green stuff on my desk. And it's like all still here. The green Sharpie is still here. The hairspray is still here. The dinosaur is still right there. The macadamia oil. I have the simple cleansing wipes. It's just like I have a ton of green stuff on my desk still. But this one is definitely, it's not quite an emerald green to me. Emerald green for me is always sort of like the Slytherin green, which is a little bit more blue toned. This is definitely more primary toned. And I don't know if it's because of the sparkles. The flakies are like, it's again, it's not a pure silver. It's that sort of platinumy silver. So I don't know if it's that like those flakies are pulling more of a warm tone out of the green base, but yeah, this would make a fantastic Mardi Gras green or a St. Patrick's Day green if you guys are looking for a color like that. This one is Black Pearl. It's for June. I don't have, oh, I do have a weirdly personally related story. I have a friend whose mom really loves like Tahitian black pearls, and so with her first husband, her engagement ring was a black pearl, and same with her current fiance is like a black pearl ring. So there's another personal story for you guys. But yeah, this one was really, again, a surprise. This is that sort of gunmetal-y black pearl base with the silver sparkles running through it. So it's dark and bright at the same time. It doesn't lean too dark on the nails. It definitely just looks like a smokier version of Diamond. So if you guys out there are not a fan of like silvers or like brighter colors, then you may want to try and pick out this one because it wears very dark, but it's not too dark, if that makes any sense. It feels really smoky. It feels kind of edgy because of the dark pearly base in it. So yeah, I would recommend this one if you guys are not a huge fan of like silvers just in general or on your skin tone, or just wanted something that was not quite as jewel toned as the other ones are. This one is July. This is Ruby. It's, my dad was born in July, so again, rubies were something that I like associated a lot personally. And then again, it was just one of those stones that like as a little kid, I was like, I want a ruby as my birthstone because I didn't have rubies as my birthstone. I also got a ring when I was little, which has a ruby on it, and it's like this big because I got it when I was like 7 from a really good family friend of ours. But yeah, I've just always I've always really liked rubies, I guess. This one is not, again, not quite a ruby red to me. It's a little bit more pink. To me, ruby reds are really warm, almost primary reds, or slightly on the warmer side of a primary red. This one is definitely more of like a pinky red, which was surprising. I would have thought they would have done like a really just stark red, but it's kind of nice, I guess, that they steered away from that. If I had to say there was any sort of disappointment in this collection, it's that I would have wanted Ruby to be a pure red, but I'm not at all disappointed by this because it does wear really beautifully as a slightly pink toned red on the nail. It's also much more uncommon amongst nail polish in general that you get this sort of red instead of your very primary standard red color. So I like that they kind of took, I guess, the risk of making a slightly pinky red versus a primary red. This one is Peridot, and this is for August, and I was born in August, so this is actually my birthstone color. To be quite frank with you guys, I did not know that Peridot was my birthstone until I was like 10. I want to say. I went on vacation with my family to like Arizona and New Mexico, and we were going through some of the jewelry shops there, and I asked like a jewelry shop attendant, hey, I was born in August, what's my birthstone? And then the lady showed like me and my parents a Peridot, and so that was the first day that I got actually like a tiny little Peridot gemstone, and then since then I've been slowly collecting like Peridot earrings, and I have a necklace, I have like casual wear earrings. I've slowly accumulated all these Peridot things, And for the longest time, I was like not a fan. I, again, wanted like all these other gemstones to be my birthstone, but I slowly like really liked the color because it's a really unique color. I feel like it's a really unique gemstone, and so I've slowly become very proud of having Peridot as my gemstone birthstone. But I would say, again, this is not quite an exact match for Peridot. Peridot is a little bit more of a bright green, and I'm looking at all the green things on my desk again, and it's making me laugh. I would say that this one, then the KB Shimmer nail polish is a little bit on the lighter side, sort of like a celery puree sort of green versus a purely Peridot green. This is like pistachio ice cream, if you guys know what that looks like. It's just slightly less saturated than I would consider a pure Peridot color to be. But because of its lighter base, the sparkle definitely shines a lot brighter in this, and it's really quite a beautiful nail polish. I think this one will also transition really well into spring as well as summer because it is that sort of lighter, more summery type of green. The next one is for September, and it is Sapphire, and this is just it's a sapphire blue. It is, I mean, it's a navy blue, but it's really, this one I think is the most spot on color wise for matching birthstones. I think, because the last three, I'm not quite sure what they look like, but this one to me matches the best and feels the most accurate color wise to the gemstones. Sapphire is a slightly navy, it's not quite a bright navy. It's definitely got a little bit less saturation to it. The sparkle in this is really, really contrasted against the background again, just like Garnet was. And it sparkles and it's beautiful, and it's everything that I always wanted out of something sapphire. This really also reminds me of the necklace from Titanic, because I know that was supposed to be like a blue diamond, but it's that same sort of sapphire blue that was in that diamond, and then with the flakies in it, just like makes it sort of look like the nail polish version of that necklace. This one is for October. This is pink Tourmaline. This is the polish that KB Shimmer posted as a video swatch on her Instagram that I saw, and I was sold. I did not know what that nail polish was. I didn't know what she was doing with it. And then I read the description and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna buy all of them if they all look like this. This one is a pink with again, the shimmer running through it. It is not quite magenta. It is not quite a bright pink. Now that I'm looking at everything on my desk, I would say it matches the best with this Real Techniques makeup brush. It is Real Techniques makeup brush pink. And I don't know what you would qualify this pink as, but you know, it's not quite as dark as the KB Shimmer bag. It's not quite as bright and neon as a beauty blender. So yeah, I would say it's kind of that mid-toned, not super saturated pink color. This is a color that I saw it on the KB Shimmer Instagram, and I knew I wanted to get it, but I was a little bit worried about wearing it because I'm not a big pink nail polish wearer, which I've said a couple of times, especially in the last couple of videos. But I wore this and was surprisingly pleasantly surprised at how much I liked it on me. I think it's because of the sparkle. I'm not huge on pink on my skin tone because I just feel like I can't wear this sort of mid-tone pink very well. I personally like either really light pastel pinks on me, neon pinks, or like dark magentas on me. I don't do mid-tone pinks very well. So yeah, I really loved the way this actually looked on me. This is for November, and this is the color Citrine. And again, I didn't know what a citrine looked like, so I can't tell you how accurate the color is, but this is gorgeous. This looks like honeycomb. This looks like crystallized crushed honeycomb, or like you know, the honey sticks that you can get at the farmer's market. If you not freeze them, but if you basically crush them up and crystallize them, it looks like this. And this is gorgeous. This is like molten what I want like the color of butterbeer to be in Harry Potter. And yeah, I think it's the most beautiful color. This is also a gold that I do not own any shades in otherwise. And this is another color that I think will transition well from spring to summer because of how bright it is and just how sunny it feels. And then the last one for December is called Blue Topaz. I do know what blue topazes look like, and I think this one is very, very spot on color wise. This is almost what I would have assumed Aquamarine to look like, maybe just one shade lighter than this, but I think the reason why they made Aquamarines like much paler and more ethereal than Blue Topaz was just so that they don't have the same color twice. This is really, really beautiful though as a result. It is very saturated and really like bold of a color, but also really shiny and really bright and like metallic. And it's kind of, in my opinion, difficult to do a metallic color that's really like colorful like this. They've succeeded really well in this. That is the whole collection. I hope you guys liked this video. I hope you guys weren't driven mad by my weird stories that I ran through this, but there's not that much to say about nail polish when they all have an amazing formula, when the company does an incredible job, and when they are all just really well done nail polishes. You have to fill up video time with something so you can show swatches. So yeah, that's what you guys get for this video. I hope you guys are doing well. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, if you could subscribe, that would be amazing. I promise not all of my videos are weird like this. So yeah, I hope you guys are doing well, and I will see you guys soon.